Welcome back, YouTube. This is Rice Paddy Reasons. My name is Isaac, and I am your Rice Paddy Daddy. Hey. This channel is where I offer solutions for the regular guy looking to travel overseas, either full-time or part-time. So today I want to talk about something that I call the survival line. This is at which the minimum threshold is where we are as close to either surviving or not surviving. Now, I define this by the rule of threes, okay? Some of you guys have heard of this, some of you not, but I'm going to repeat it anyway, so I'm not trying to insult your intelligence if you've heard it before. So the rule of threes is like this, okay? You can go for 3 weeks without food, you can go for 3 days without water, you can go for 3 hours without shelter, and when you're trying to defend your life, you can go for about 3 seconds without a weapon. Now, the reason why I am mentioning this is because I believe that our society is so far above the survival line that we can't even see it anymore. We don't even understand what it's like to even be close to that level of either surviving or not surviving. And because we're so far away from it, it has caused all kinds of problems with our society and who we have become as a people. Now, before you come for me, okay, your body and your fist can be a weapon if you make it a weapon, okay? So I'm not saying you're completely defenseless without a weapon. I'm just saying that you need to have some form of defense. I felt like I had to say that. There's a lot of people that want to nitpick on the internet these days. So here's the thing, okay? We all have running water in our houses, okay? Like, you gotta be in pretty bad shape to not have any running water in the place that you live. We have running water everywhere. Shoot, it's really easy just to go and steal water from somebody else if you really needed water. The point being is that you're never in that situation where you can't get water. And as far as food is concerned, we have an entire infrastructure and a delivery system built around distributing food to us. All right, we have our stores, we have our markets, we have Amazon. You don't even need to leave your house in order to get food. Now, there are some people even to this day where they have to travel for at least a mile just to get access to water, and then they have to carry it back to the place that they live. And there are still people that actually have no source of food other than the cattle that they raise and travel with, and they live off of the milk and the blood of these cows, because none of the plants in the area, or even to the places that they travel to, are digestible by humans. Only the cows can, so they need the cows in order to survive. And there really was a time not so long ago in the course of human history where you only got to eat what you could grow, find, or hunt for. So I don't know about you, but I have actually never needed to hunt for food. Okay, it's always been really available. But we all have some sort of shelter that we call home. All right, in other words, a place that protects you from the elements. And even people that live on the streets have like blankets and tents and shelters of some kind to protect them from the elements. I would say that we've actually created a fairly safe society where it is actually not a normal thing to see violence. And even then, it is usually dealt with fairly quickly. So my point is that the rule of threes are really quite far away from where we're at, okay? We don't actually have to worry about whether or not we've got a weapon for the next 3 seconds, or food or water or shelter. Okay, it's something that we have already of our society and how far it's been advanced. But there are some distinct disadvantages that have come along with it. Now, first of all, we are ungrateful, okay? We will turn our nose up at food that people who are starving would be absolutely grateful for. But we will turn our nose up about it because, well, I don't like onions, or cilantro tastes like soap to me. When really, when you look at things, from a point of view from the rule of threes, you should just be grateful that you have another meal. But we've made it so easy to get exactly what you want, and made it really easy for us to just send back food and let it go to waste and get exactly what we want, that we expect that to happen all the time. And it's made us ungrateful for all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to go into everything because there's just simply too much. The second thing is that it's made us really lazy, okay? All right. I mean, we complain about traffic jams when just a few centuries ago, when if you were traveling by horse, it would actually take you something like 2 weeks just to travel from San Diego to San Francisco, because you could only cover 30 to 35 miles tops in a day. While nowadays, even if I hit traffic in both LA and San Francisco, I'm still going to make it in less than a day. It's probably going to take me 8.5 hours tops. And besides all the modern conveniences, we have all these different safeguards in place to keep you above the survival line. It's made people really lazy. Nobody wants to work anymore. Nobody wants to hustle anymore. Everyone feels so entitled to everything that life has to offer. And to those people, nothing that they get in life is ever going to be good enough. Which brings us to the third thing, which is everybody is really selfish, okay? Because we've made things so easy, everybody's all about me, and our own immediate gratification rather than thinking long term for ourselves and for our loved ones and for our society at large. Now, a lot of that has to do with the way that the system's set up and how hard it is just for us to get by and survive, much less thrive in this country. It makes it really hard for you to care about your community when you're just trying to get by yourself. And number 4, okay, we're dishonest. Okay, nobody tells the whole truth anymore. Now, I'm not saying you have to have full disclosure all the time, okay? And I certainly wouldn't want to read anybody's mind because it's a little bit too much truth, okay? However, I think that the internet has made it really easy for people to be very dishonest with each other. Now, maybe it's because I have a background in sales, but I always prefer to deal with people face-to-face, ideally, because it's very difficult for somebody to look you in the eye and tell you a lie and have you not pick up on it in one way or another. But the internet allows us to omit quite a bit, and you can't tell a tone of voice or an emotion from a text message. I think that modern technology has made it very easy for us to, if not omit essential truths, but also to just flat out lie to other people. Because some of these people on TikToks, they all have filters and they ain't nearly as hot as they seem to be in real life. And number 5 is that we are all so overly opinionated. And I believe that this comes from the fact that we are so far above the survival line, and we don't have to worry about things that really matter, that we focus all of our attention on the minutia of our own opinions, and we nitpick about them, and we attack other people if they don't agree with our specific opinions. And it's actually this aspect that actually worries me the most about Blue Book Gentlemen and Passport Bros and the movement that we're trying to create and perpetuate, because we have such a fractured society that there's a lot of us that are turning on each other, and I don't really see a reason for it, okay? We're all trying to find a better life overseas, and I don't think that we need to be attacking each other over a difference of opinion. Because I guarantee you that if we had to work together in order to find a little bit of food to get through the day, we're not going to be worrying about whether or not you're on this side of the internet or that side of the internet, because we would have more important things to worry about. So I guess you have to ask yourself, what's more important to you? Seeing this movement succeed because we all want to have a better life and exercise our freedoms as sentient beings, or do we want to fracture and turn on each other and ultimately fail, just like our detractors want us to, because of these small differences of opinion. Now, I'm not saying all of this just to rag on us as a society. I'm saying this so that we can understand it and become better people for it. Because it's only when you recognize a problem that you can actually do something about it. So understand that our privilege has given us this level of safety that has allowed us to become what we have become. But when you understand that, then we can actually make some changes to become the people that we truly want to be. So let's let go of all the stuff that doesn't matter and pay attention to what actually does. So hey guys, you only need 3 things, okay? A budget, a side hustle, and an investment. If you have any questions for me, go ahead and hit me up for a free consultation at ricepaddyreasons@gmail.com. I'm happy to have a conversation with any single one of you guys. So maybe some of us are going to these countries that are not as developed as the United States simply because they are a little bit closer to the survival line than we are, and maybe they appreciate what they've got more than we do. And maybe that's why we are finding happier lives there, because we start understanding what's really important in life. Anyways, guys, I hope this helps. I will see you guys in the next video. Passports up. You guys keep growing, live free, and deserve your victory.